Hello, I'm Czardus. Grab some coffee, sit back, relapse, and let's build in Cities Skylines 2. Welcome back to Shelbyville. Today we are going to be adding more jobs and kind of talking about the future of the series, I think, because we are starting to get more and more frame rate issues and traffic as the city is starting to get a little bit bigger. But I don't know. I'm having fun with it. I'm still going with it, but we'll see. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump in. And that was probably not the best intro for retention rates and stuff like that. But look at this traffic over here. Oh, it's all gone. No, here they are. There's a bunch of people walking on the highway. I'm not really sure why. There was a whole bunch of traffic here just a minute ago, and people were just walking along the shoulder, and it's just interesting. But anyway, what I want to do today is I want to come in here, and we are going to be adding a whole bunch of offices in here. Unemployment is 9%, so I think that is a good time for us to come in, and we're going to, let's see, where can we get some entrances here? So like we need to build a little office park type thing. We're gonna come in like that. We'll get a road right along the highway here. And maybe just bring it nicely along like this. Turn off snapping for a minute. And bring it right along that rail. And that's going to be the edge of this office park. Maybe even just end there, because then we want to turn snapping back on, and we'll bring this road all the way up. Be really nice if we could get a little small roundabout there. Oh, but the road didn't work. Why did the road not work? Here we go. Oh, because I'm not on... Okay, yeah. Sometimes those things happen. Okay, we can get a nice little roundabout there. That's really great. I'm glad to see that. Now, let's go and... Actually, I think I want a little bit of space in there. So then we're going to bring another entrance over here. And we'll get another roundabout there. We just got 2 roundabouts in there. We'll get a... How about an overground parking lot right there? Like parking garage. Yeah, and then we can come in like this, and we're going to get offices in here. Apparently they don't want to be over there, but that's okay because they don't have to be. We got a little bit of space there. We can get a little bit more in here. Let's bring this road back down. Actually, let's bring it like that, and then we can put the offices on each side here. Okay, now they want to be in there. And we'll go ahead and put it on both sides there, but we do have some demand for commercial over in here, so we're going to go ahead and just fill this all out with low density commercial. And we have demand over in here, so we'll go ahead and get some right around this corner here. Yeah, they should be pretty profitable there. And then the same thing over here, we'll get just a little bit more offices in here. But I don't want to go over there because I feel like this would be a good spot to have a little bit of commercial. Like that. And then maybe a little more commercial in here as well. And that can just kind of fill in there. And that will really fill that space nice. We have a little bit more back in here that could be developed. Trying to decide if we would see that develop. I think instead we'll just get some trees in there. So we'll get our mixture of hickory back in there and oak, and then a little bit of spruce. Just a nice little mixture of trees back there, and that should help a lot. So now we're going to have jobs coming in, and then we can probably get some more housing in. And I think what we'll do is we'll come in here and probably get a little bit of high density. The problem is I don't want too high. We'll get medium density. That's what we'll do. Hey, look at that. Polaris Sweeps, a new building available. Yeah, so that'll be like right by these universities. And let's go and we'll get a pedestrian path in here as well. That comes right like that. And like that. So people living there can get right into it, and they can have that traffic light is fine there. Okay, I'm gonna let that stuff fill in now. Okay, and the offices and all of this has filled in, and we are still at 8.2%. So I'm going to come over and we're going to get some medium density student housing over here as well. I mean, I'm thinking of it as student housing. It may or may not be. You know, who knows what comes in there. I think we'll get apartments along here too. And of course, we are seeing a little bit more traffic because people are looking for parking, I think. Because look at how many people are parked on this street. So I think we probably are going to want to start paying attention to parking a little bit more. But for now, we're going to throw this all in here and see how it goes. There we go. And then we will, like I said, come over here and we can click on parking spaces, and that will show what streets really need parking and stuff like that. Like, we could use more parking downtown here. Look at how dark the colors are. So I think what we'll do is let's go ahead and unlock the underground parking building. We have a ton of points here, so we'll go ahead and get this, and maybe even this one. Automated parking garage that uses elevators to lift them and stack them on top of each other. I think we'll just, well, yeah, okay. We have the points. We might as well do them both. We'll go ahead and get the, wow, it's a huge building. Frees up street space, but no, it doesn't, actually. This one seems like the better option. But even this is hard to squeeze in there. If we put it here, it's going to take out 2 major office buildings. But it is what it is. I mean, we need the parking downtown because of just the way the game works. So we'll get that there, and that will get how many parking spots? 200 vehicles can fit in there, and we will make this be pretty expensive. We'll put it at 20 units of money. 20 monies. Let's call it that, I guess. We have high density residential in here that is not filling in. I wonder why we're not getting that demand. Yeah, just because we have the space, and maybe because unemployment is just kind of steady in this 8.4% range. Maybe we do need to get more jobs in. So let's come over here. We have a lot of retailers over here, and they are not getting enough customers though. So like, I'm tempted to get more retail because I want this to be like hotels and things. That is a residential thing. But if we're not getting the people, then we're not going to bother with that. We do have money though that we could come in and potentially get more stuff here. Let's go ahead and get this, this one, which will give us a well-being boost, and I think we'll put this over in here. So a lot of the stuff downtown will get a boost. Doesn't want to go there. Let's find a way to get it. Here we go. Yeah, that looks nice on that building, or that block. So then what I want to do is I want to come down to here to get more landmarks or tourist attractions. I had been thinking about an observation tower. We could probably get that over on this point. Yeah, that could be a nice little park out this way. Let's figure out how to do that. So what we want to do is we want to get a bit of level land here. So we will go ahead and level to here. Because what we'll do is we'll make this, let's go ahead and level all of this out. Like that. And then we'll get a key here. So the easy way I'm finding to make keys is to go out past where you want the key to actually be, and then lower inside. That water, no, it didn't go away. So it is still a tiny bit tricky. You don't want to get too close to the water. But see, there we got it fine. So I can come along like that, and then I got too close over here. You want to go like that, and again, I got too close. Take all that water back out, and then come in like this. And then we'll come back and get this about where we want that key, which will be probably about there. And then we will come in, and for this one, we're going to do a pedestrian street, because I want it to be just a tiny bit. Oh, yeah, I switched over to Imperial. My mind, it goes back and forth in here between US customary and metric, because I want to make sure, or like I want to have the Imperial for the US version, which I think is called Imperial. I might be wrong, but anyway, I want that for when I'm doing my Riverwood series, which is based in the US, and it is helpful to have some of that. But I'm used to playing this right now with metric, and I know that 2.5 is what we want for having a key. But anyway, so you want it to be at about 2.5 elevation, and then I'm just watching that percentage grade to make sure that's pretty close to 0, because now that's a pretty good key there, key wall. And then we're going to come back in here, and we can level the terrain further. And then we're just going to try and get this one. Yeah, see, over here, it gets a little bit harder when you're next to something like that. And we want this to be ground level now. We'll go like that. And that will just be the way that it is. And maybe we just kind of level that out a little bit too, just so it doesn't look quite as funny the way that it had it. But we'll get that there. I wonder if there's any rocks or anything we could put in there. Nope, there is no rocks that we can put. Okie dokie. Well, then, anyway, the observation tower is going to go over here. And trying to decide, we need to fix that land somewhere. Okay, let's fix the land. Bring this down. And get this level some more. We're going to have a cliff on that side. And then we can come in and we can get our observation thing here. And of course, it is going to be mad about not quite being lined up right, but we'll get this as close as we can here. And is that where I want it, or do I want it farther? I think I want it farther out this way. So we'll put that there, and hopefully that is connected to the road. It does not count. Come on, game, work with me. So the trick is, with the curviness of that pedestrian road, you have to get this quite, like just close enough. There we go. That will work. So that gets us that. And that is going to increase a bunch of attractiveness and make there be more interest in tourists over here. So what we're going to do next then is try and get other stuff in here. I don't think we would have a medieval castle or a bronze statue. The Ferris wheel, I think, is overkill with what we have. So is this, I think. National Diet Building we don't need, but the Fountain Plaza would be good here. We'll put that like right here. Yeah, I think that is going to work well. And then we can come in just real quick and get some pavement paths in here. So we're going to connect like this. And I wish so much that it would let me build a path right there, but it doesn't want to actually connect. Because that's another little thing about the game. Is it doesn't want you to have a connection where it actually should have a connection. So what we'll do instead is we'll come in with the pedestrian street. And you'll see what happens when we do this. That gets connected there, and then we can come in. We should be able to get this in really close to that. And then that makes the connection. And Actually, what we'll do is we'll connect this way. Yeah. And if I had node controller or something, that would go that way. But for now, we'll just bring this out here too. And maybe even make this a curve here. Go to about there. And, oh, it didn't connect there. Okay, so what we're going to do then... Why is it not connecting? Okay, it didn't connect over there either, so we're going to leave that out then. And we'll just make this look as good as we can with pedestrian paths. Because I don't want roads everywhere. And in fact, I want these to be kind of straight, because we've got a lot of different shapes going on here. There, we'll do that for now, and then we'll get one more going up like that. Yeah, that can be a nice path there. And we'll bring this over here like that. And bring this one out to there. There, we'll kind of do that. So then we've got a nice little park in here. Tours the train, yeah, okay, and then large sports parks. I don't think we want that, but we could get like a basketball court down here or something. Ooh, a skate park, yeah, let's do that. Doesn't quite fit there, which it would have been an awesome spot for that. We'll get it right over in here. Outdoor gym will fit over in this spot. Get that here, and tennis court would be beautiful there. And then a large plaza or a large playground back in here. And at some point we'll develop more out that way. Not quite sure what I want to do with that yet, but for now that'll work. So let's go ahead and go like that for now. And then smooth this cliff just a tiny bit here. There we go. And then the rest of this we can fill with trees. So again, we're going to do our... we'll get lindens in here too, actually. Lindens, a couple oaks scattered in there, and then spruce as well. And that'll be a nice little park there. So now we should see more attraction or attractiveness here. Let's see, which one is tourism here? Suitcase. Yeah, we've got a lot of attractiveness here. We're getting 14,000 tourists a month, which is already reduced because of seasonal weather. But that should help this whole area get more people in there. And I think the next thing we want to do then is actually probably add more people in general instead of just tourism. But what we'll do is we'll come over here and we will get some offices in here, especially near this train station. Yeah, like this should be pretty good. And we'll get maybe a little bit of low density commercial right around there. Look at that. That office popped in like instantly. And that will also continue to add more there. Now, I'm wondering, do we have any industry signature buildings right now? No, we don't. We do have an office signature building, Coder Park. +1 office efficiency, well-being is good, graduation chances go up. Yeah, okay. Coder Park, though, I feel like, where would that be? I feel like maybe that would be over in here. Yeah, we'll get that there. It's interesting, that had like thumbs down issues there. But anyway, that should get more people into jobs at least. So we'll go ahead and let that fill in. So I think now that the city is getting bigger and we're seeing unemployment being a bit more stable, I'm going to start targeting a little bit of a lower number than what we're at right now, because we are continuing to have issues getting the high density residential to fill in. So what I'm going to do is just continue adding this high density office in here, and we'll see how much that unemployment rate goes down. Because I think what we're going to see is we will get a another residential spot in here, maybe a more wealthy area there that will be very close to downtown and the jobs that are here. And then we've got a ton of jobs here as well. And then we'll start spreading out elsewhere too. But right now, like, we can't add too many people over in here because we do have a tiny bit of air pollution that is spreading into this area. So that's one thing we have to be careful about, is we are getting that a little bit. And we have a couple of issues here. This one doesn't have good pedestrian access, and every once in a while you get those issues. You just delete those buildings and then they come back. Now this one, our observation tower is doing very well, I think, so I'm happy with that. And again, we'll let a lot of this fill in and then double check the unemployment rate again. Okay, now over on this side we've got a little gap. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more offices in here just to fill in that space, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get all of this to be office as well. I feel like we are really at a spot where we probably are going to see more and more transition here, because we're still getting those not enough customers icons, and I don't want those. I want to see a little bit more development. And then I think what I want to do is extend the key out this way too really quick. So we're going to come in here, and like we've done elsewhere, we're going to level out. We've got a ship path in there, so we have to be careful with that. We won't get the key too close there. We're going to go up a little bit here. And then come back down like that, and we got too close over here. Too close, a little too close. Too close, a little too close. I mean, okay, how many times can I do the Aladdin reference there? But we will go a little bit higher then. No, it really wants to get that water through there. So I think we're going to have to do this the other way, which is really just to hope for the best, essentially. We'll come along like that. And then hopefully we can get this path in here nicely. See, and this is where you start to have all the trouble with the in water. And that's why we are not really going to get this in here. We're going to leave that out for now. I don't really have the time to work on that, and it looks okay the way it is. Just smooth this out a little bit. Like that. Okay, so that is actually where we'll leave it today. We have made progress. I'm really excited about this observation tower. I hope you like it too. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.